stress test works is we're going to go ahead and take a look at your heart with the ultrasound machine before and after the treadmill.
Okay.
Take a look at the heart while it's resting, and then we'll take a look at the heart post-exercise. So we're going to be taking some pictures of your heart in different views, okay? We're going to be looking at the heart muscle, the thickness of the heart muscle, chambers, chamber sizes, and the valves. Nothing's loose, shoes are tied.
Okay. So your blood pressure is already starting at 140 over 90. So it's a little bit high. You're probably a bit nervous about this.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I always get a little nervous.
Don't worry. Okay. All right. You ready to start?
Yes.
How you did. You obviously did better than the last time. And the last time you were really winded. You only went 7 minutes, which was just the beginning of stage 3, whereas here you went to stage 4. Okay, so that's one grade higher. Okay, and I know you said you've been working now and you've gotten yourself up from 10 minutes to now an hour of exercise. Having said that, you still improve on your conditioning. Okay, and part of that's going to be the weight issue. Okay, but your heart rate went from 70 beats a minute to 107 in just 1 minute of exercise. Okay, so the more condition you get, the lower that heart rate will be, and it will ramp up slowly. Okay, so that's always going to be your goal, that you want to start off the exercise with your heart rate ramping up slowly. Okay, as opposed to jumping up there. Right.
Okay.
And then when you finish exercise, you want it to recover quickly, okay? And yours actually did that. Your heart rate went all the way up to 169, but came down into the 90 range, so it just dropped precipitously, so that's good. The blood pressure is a different story, and we've been struggling with that, you and I. I mean, you are currently on 2 drugs, but 4 medication combination, okay? So you're on the X-Forge, which is the Divet and the Norvasc, and you're the Tecturno with the diuretic. Okay, so you're on 4 different drugs to try and control your blood pressure. And this is a situation that I see often enough in patients, in that no matter how many drugs we layer on, the blood pressure is still not controlled. And the reason being is that there's too many other external factors, being the insulin resistance, the salt retention. I think that you are making the right choice to say, hey, I'm already on all these drugs, rather than adding a 5th drug. I'm going to see what I can do to aggressively change my body. Okay, and I think you need to do that in order for us to have any hope of really bringing those numbers down. Okay, and then we'll take a look at your heart muscle and see what the thickness of that is. Okay. So this is your heart. Okay. So here are your valves. They open and close fine, and your heart muscle, contracts just fine. Okay. But the thickness of the muscle, okay, so you look at that something, should be about the width of my pinky. Okay. And you can see that it spans above and below that. Okay. Meaning that there's thickness. And your heart muscle right now is 1.3 centimeters. Normal, upper limit normal should be about 1.1. Okay. That would be like my saying to you, here's the normal bicep, and now it's 20% greater. Well, what would cause that? For someone with a big bicep or pecs, it's because someone's lifting weight, right? They're building up the muscle. When the heart is thick, it's because the heart is building up its muscle. Okay. Take a guess as to how many heartbeats you think there is in a day. 100,000, give or take. Okay, 100,000. With each heartbeat, the heart pumps against the blood pressure. That means it's literally doing 100,000 curls a day. Okay, so would you rather curl 110, 140, or 190 which is what your blood pressure went to at peak exercise. Okay? And that's why when people can't exercise as long or as far, or when they get short of breath, is because one, their heart rate is too high, and two, their blood pressure is too high. So this rate pressure product that we call it, which is the heart rate times the blood pressure, is astronomical. Okay, so your heart rate is in the 170 and your blood pressure is 190. You can imagine how that is so much more stressful to the heart than someone who comparably might do 10 minutes on the treadmill, but their heart rate is only 120 and their blood pressure is only 140. Okay, so you got 110 beats at 140 pressure, or 170 beats at 190 pressure. Okay, you can see how your heart would be doing almost double the work. Okay, and so it's really important for us to, one, focus on the exercise and to be able to bring your conditioning, to improve your condition so your heart rate stays slower, and then to control the blood pressure. No, I'm really proud of you because you made a decision to make what's really somewhat of a scary venture, right? I mean, it's going to be a very aggressive lifestyle change. But at the end of it, you'll come out so much better.